and welcome to the Lost Levels Podcast. This is podcast number 208. Thank you so much for listening to us today. So today we have a really juicy topic planned for you guys. We're going to be talking about Paper Mario. So if you could tell by the topic of today's podcast, yeah, our opinions of Paper Mario so far with Color Splash and everything, it's negative. It's not good. Paper Mario is dead. Where's the grave? It's gone. It's history. So that we're going to be talking about the future of the Paper Mario series and how we feel all about it. We were inspired by Arlo, who is a YouTuber, and you can check out his video, The Problem with Paper Mario, or you can search up Arlo, The Problem with Paper Mario, and he has a very bodacious video for Paper Mario, and you can check that out. But before we talk more about that, let me introduce everyone. I am SpiderStaryu, hello, and today I am joined by Soul.
This episode of The Lost Levels is sponsored by Karen's Feet.
SuperZambezi.
Hello, hi.
He was distracted from the ad.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, no, couldn't get
and
my mic.
okay, shit, okay, and Dark Boo.
And Z had the foot fetish.
Yes.
That's not true. Oh my gosh, 1 minute in already.
Oh, okay, SC, you gotta admit the truth, okay? Admit the truth. And yeah, with that, let's just get started. Oh my god, you see, we're in royal form, so this is gonna be a really great podcast. So we asked, really quickly before we get started, we asked Arlo, the creator of the Problem with Paper Mario video, to be here today, but he was really busy and he couldn't make it. But, you know, he just wanted to give his best for today's podcast and stuff. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be talking about, his video, and yeah, it really inspired this discussion. So we really recommend you check out the video before you listen to this. So yeah, let's just get started. Let's get the questions. Let's get it going. All right, so here is the first question. Have you seen the announcement of Paper Mario Color Splash? What were your first thoughts? So who should I start this out with? Should we start with Soul? You want to start us off, Soul?
Never. Okay. I saw it and I was like, oh no. I was like, well, at first I was like, oh, Paper Mario, that was weird. Why did he just go like, now watch this, and then boom. But then I saw everything else with the paint. I'm like, oh, that's so interesting. Where's the partners? And then it was like, and battles. Oh, that looks a lot like Sticker Star. Oh, is that a paint can? Oh, and the fan's back. Oh, and that's the end. That was that was my exact thought process. And then I said, oh, Paper Mario's dead. So that's no longer a series Nintendo wants or has. So I don't know what Paper Mario is anymore. RIP.
Let's just say when I was searching, because I watched the direct, I was late. Just coming home from college. So let's just say it already went by, but nobody was kind of like because when we go back to it, it's like a random it's like a random blurb. It's like new Paper Mario comes out for Wii U. Exactly like Sticker Star. It's just more graphics. The graphics are very, very superb. We got thousands of Toads. That's why they need our girl Toadette to be there, the graphic designing. Come on now, get with it. Get with it, Nintendo. Come on. Toadette. And they had that stupid fan, which I don't like. And then they had the paint the cards, which was stupid. Then they had, like, Mario hit something with the hammer, create color, which is stupid. They have a paint bucket, which is stupid. And then that was it. They moved on to the next game. What was the next game? Pokken tournament? It's like
yeah, I think so.
They literally blurb Paper Mario. Let you know, boom. It's kind of like they didn't care. So I was just sitting there like, really? I was so mad. I'm not even gonna lie, I was mad. I wanted to cuss, write a letter to the Nintendo of America and all that such. Go to their headquarters. It's somewhere in Japan, right?
Yeah, there's somewhere over there. Yeah, for me, I'm really glad that Arlo brings us up in his video that they just jumped to Paper Mario as if it was nothing. He just like Bill Trennan. He just starts talking about paint, and boom, Paper Mario footage, as if it was just another game, as if it was a game that we've already seen before. So that was very like alarming and shocking. I think I'm gonna have the most optimistic approach to this game because I see this and I understand the problems, but I feel like I'll still have a good time with this game. It's just not what we want. So, I guess those are my first impressions.
My first impressions of Paper Mario Color Splash, when they went, it's pretty much like what everyone else said. When I saw it during the Nintendo Direct, it's the way Bill Trinen just announced it. It was so casual, like he just said it and like, oh yeah, oh Paper Mario, there's a new Paper Mario game. I'm just like, a new Paper Mario game? What? And like it was so casual, like it was nothing. And then when I saw the trailer, it's like I didn't see the elements that I was hoping for. And let me just put this out there, because I definitely don't think I'm gonna be the most optimistic about this. And I love Sticker Star. As its own right, it was a good game, just not a good Paper Mario game. And this looks like it's gonna be another decent game, but not a good good Paper Mario game. And I feel like we have not been getting good Paper Mario games for a long time now, and it's really disappointing. But we'll talk about that more as we move on throughout this podcast. So let's move on to the next question, which is kind of similar to the first question, but let's just go on with it. Do you feel it's too early to be disappointed with how the game looks? Sol?
Nothing. Okay, I wouldn't say anything is too early or too late, because to say that we're just judging it just how it looks, maybe it's not a representation of how the product will actually finally look, but right now we can all say, wow, we're displeased with what this game looks like so far. I mean, the prime example of this, of the other side of the coin, is I originally did not like Federation Force, and now the game has somewhat piqued my interest, as I mentioned in a previous podcast. So I wouldn't say we're just going like, hey, this don't look, we don't like this, throw it away, I don't like the game, boo-hoo. I just don't like what Paper Mario Color Splash is, because it appears to be, and they have not disproven it, just Sticker Star 2, and I did not want a Sticker Star 1.
Segue to Soul. I feel the same way, and I was going to use Metroid, the Federation Force as an example. At least with Federation Force, you wanted Samus to be, you wanted a Metroid game with Samus. Instead, you get the Federation game. At least it looks more appealing later on, because when it first debuted, the graphics sucked. Okay, let's put that out there. The graphics sucked, and we all was like, oh no, they didn't. It's like Nintendo does not want to hear. It wants to. Okay, it's a majority that wants this, and there's not even a minority that wants what they're giving. That's the problem. It's not even the people. Let's say 80% want this and 20% want that. What they're making is not helping them. I mean, this or that. It's kind of like, what the hell, man? So I don't like Sticker Star. I don't. It took away what was once a Paper Mario. The fact that there's levels kills me, first and foremost. To add more,
but didn't they all kind of had levels? I mean, you just
Super Paper Mario started that.
I actually wasn't bothered by the level system, because to me, that's not really a defining factor of the Paper Mario series, because I wasn't bothered by it. In fact, I thought it kind of added a bit of variety within each chapter, or world in this case. But at the same time, in Thousand Year Door kind of did a similar thing without the idea of levels. It just gave you an idea of progression, and I was okay with that as well, compared to the
I need a central
separation
hub
between worlds.
I need a central hub.
I want a central hub.
I need a hub area.
Have a central hub. It's just that you can access the world map.
No. Thousand Year Door has a hub. Okay.
Actually,
Super Paper Mario has a hub as well.
I'm gonna tell you,
Super Paper Mario had levels like stick. Oh, you're right. It did have a hub though. Yeah.
Like they all had a hub.
Argue that Sticker Star had the hub, like the main town, but like. I
That's not a
get that
hub.
like those hubs were more interesting, but they were always a pain to like. Oh, I want to go to the what was Shiver region or whatever. Well, I have to go underground and I have to go through this room I've already been to, blah, blah, blah.
What? That wasn't a pain?
I think it was. I think that's extra time.
Then what's the point? Then what's the point of adventure and traveling?
Not the first time. Not the first time, but let's say I want to go back. Well,
but there's shortcuts to it. They have shortcut pipes.
That's what I mean.
To get to the Shiver region is literally the shortest thing. You just go underground, and literally it's right there.
Well, whatever region, whatever you want to say, but it's not as straightforward as checking out a map and going there directly. I think that's a good feature.
But that's a simplistic feature, which will lead to our next question, which is the way they love to oversimplify things. But to me, I need to know. It's like, this game, we can't say that it's bad, but it's definitely lowered expectations to whereas you don't even care how the game can come out. It can be the best looking game and best control game, and you still would not care.
SC.
Oh, yes. For early whatever. I want to take the same approach, like, Federation Force was this, and now it's this. The problem is that they're promising this game this year, so they don't have that much time left. So what I see here is most likely what I will be getting. So I can see them. What we saw is what will be there. I can see lots of cool stuff that they haven't showed yet, that has yet to be revealed, but. This hub world will most likely be like this. It'll most likely be filled with toads. As much as I don't want that, that's probably the case. I will say that with this early footage, that I am optimistic that a lot of like the cool worlds and the beautiful places that you get to see in the Paper Mario series, that still will exist. Even just based off the world map we've seen, I'm confident that we'll still be visiting cool locations. What we do there, that's a different debate, but just the aesthetic part of this, I think that the early footage shows that it's promising.
It better not be boring. I want some versatility.
A story!
Boring. Yes, story, that's given. But versatility is something that I think Paper Mario has always excelled at, and lately, even with Super Paper Mario, it sort of became formulaic because, or maybe versatility isn't the word, but almost like a separation from the original Mario series, because there are so many like species, if you will, that are found in Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door and Super Paper Mario and Paper Mario. Well, not so much Paper Mario, but that are found in those games that aren't in Mario series at all. There are those, you know what I'm saying, but everything that you saw in Sticker Star was found in the Mario games. Pokies, Goombas, Shy Guys. I mean, there were exceptions, I guess. Like, I think there were like Spear Guys, or no, I think those are in Mario too. So yeah, for the most, unless I'm forgetting something, Sticker Star had no versatility of enemies, and it just made it feel like a Mario version of Paper Mario rather than something completely separate.
Well, Sticker Star had the Shy Guys with the sombreros. Does that count?
That is nothing.
That does count.
Actually, that was kind of cool.
I love
though.
those.
I like that mechanic. That was there's something positive to say about Sticker Star.
Yeah. Okay, so how I feel about it, honestly, it is never too early to be disappointed. However, and this is weird because I'm kind of defending this point, but it's kind of weird for me to defend this, but I feel like people shouldn't be so like 100% down about it because the game hasn't been out yet. But I can definitely see why they would be, just because of how Nintendo has been handling their series, like Paper Mario. They haven't been handling it good, so people know that the game's coming out this year, so they see like, okay, the game is gonna be like this. It's not gonna be how the first two games are, so I'm not interested. And I get that, because honestly, that's how I feel a little bit too. But I feel like I'm still gonna get it anyway. And I'm going to be complaining about it, but then I'll be like, oh, okay, this game is okay as its own game. But I don't know yet, but I agree with most of what you guys have been saying. All right, so let's move on to the next question. Many people love the partners, badges, fighting mechanics from the first two games. Do you feel the first two Paper Mario games define the series? So.
All right. Now, we all know I am a big fan of of the previous partner games, or the previous Paper Mario games. Paper Mario is one of my favorite series out there. I think that this whole specialty thing with the badges, especially, and the standard fighting mechanics were a staple for the Paper Mario series. Level ups and partners, those things are all things you think of with Paper Mario. So I would say they define the series. But the other thing that defines the series is a story, and I might even say that's a little bit more, because if we had games that kind of had the RPG aspect, was Paper Mario Sticker Star, but the story was not there. We had a great story in Super Paper Mario, and we had an okay story in Thousand Year Door. Nothing special, but it wasn't bad, and it was interesting as it unraveled. But Sticker Star did not have this, and that's what I think it was. It was lacking what I would say heart. This game did not have the heart that the Thousand Year Door or the original Paper Mario or Super Paper Mario had. I'm pleasantly surprised each time I play that game, because there are things I actually don't notice, or, as I play it differently, especially with Thousand Year Door and the badge system, that isn't really prevalent in Sticker Star or Super Paper Mario, for that matter, because it's not an RPG game. But that's why, maybe it's because I am a little biased, and I really do like Super Paper Mario, and I think it should be part of the Paper Mario series. That's why I'm maybe not saying the RPG so much is a staple so much as the story. But who knows? I don't know. Paper Mario is dead. Rest in peace.
Dark Boo. Oh, I'm sorry. SC,
Well,
do you want to say something?
I was gonna say, can I cut in front of Boo? Because I feel like I'm gonna piggyback off of what Soul said. Unless, Boo, you're gonna do the same. I feel like you're not. You are definitely for the battle system, that kind of stuff, right?
I'm going to clock the tea where it needs to be clocked, so you can go on.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with Soul with kind of like the Paper Mario charm. Like, that's what's important to the series. So I would definitely, maybe not definitely, but like the partner system and the battle system, I don't think that's what defines Paper Mario. I think it's the story, it's the characters, and it's that heart that Soul was talking about. And like he was saying in Sticker Star, like, it was lacking that. I found that there were hints of it, like in the little humor of Kirsty, or, well, that's it. There were just little hints of it. And I think that's what's most important to the series, like the unique characters and the very, very unique story. So when those were missing in Sticker Star, that's what made it not a Paper Mario game. I don't think it was because of the battle system, which I love. I love that battle system, but I don't think that's what makes Paper Mario Paper Mario. So the question was, do I think the first two games define the series? Yes.
What? Yeah.
But not in the battle system gameplay aspect.
Well, then what would you say defines the series?
Well, like the heart, the charm, the characters, the story, that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff I can't excuse in Color Splash. I can excuse the different battle system. I can't excuse the charm that's missing.
Creativity.
Like, even, like, I know Boo said, like, the paint bucket's stupid. Like, I'm like, hey, that's the only, like, unique character we have right now. I encourage the paint bucket. Please bring more. I want 10 paint buckets. Yeah, so that's what I think.
Okay, it's time.
Oh.
It's time for the chin up to get the tea. Because
Okay,
first,
wait, let me get my cup. I'm ready.
Okay, so first and foremost, you're lacking story. Your battle system not even that good. Let's start off with that. Character development sucks because there are no characters except Toads with different personalities.
Preach.
Okay? Fourth, and this one is the big one. Y'all rush these damn games out. And these games be lacking everything. Good programming, but lacking everything that makes a game a game. That makes it replayable, at least. To make you want to do something. I am sick of Toads. Let's put that out there. I'm sick of Toads. At least with the other partners, you have variety in your battling system. Because you can do a majority of things. Although you have stickers, what was the point of the stickers? You could do nice combinations. I get to that. But I'm like, it's only Mario. First of all, you don't even level up, for God's sake. You don't level up. So it kind of defeats the purpose of it. Just make you want to avoid all battles. Let's put it all. Not 1, not 2, not 10, not 50. All. Until you just have to beat the boss. Okay? Except you get the special stickers from the enemies. Let's put that out there. Story. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who develops the story in Nintendo. I don't know who it is, but you need to fire that person or group of people. Because there are no story. It's like a relevancy of stories. It's like they do not care if the game has a story or if it doesn't. Here's the thing. I'm going to ask y'all a question. And I want to see if y'all can answer the question.
Okay.
Ready.
Okay. So I'm going to say a story, and you will tell me what game.
Okay.
Okay. Blumia and Timpani.
Super
Paper Mario.
Shadow Queen.
Thousand Year Door.
Mm-hmm.
Bowser.
First
Paper
game.
Mario, Sticker Star.
Sticker Star and first game, yeah.
I was expecting someone to say first game before the Sticker Star.
I said first game.
I was expecting someone to say first game before Sticker Star. Because the thing is, Sticker Star, if I was naming all the story characters, even if I say Bowser, many people will say Paper Mario 64 before Sticker Star.
Of course.
Yeah, and it's like you're saying adding those two together is kind of a disservice to the first game because he was actually a character there. He was nothing more than just an art asset in Sticker Star. Like he really didn't have any lines at all.
He didn't have a personality at all.
Exactly.
And that's what makes the game Bowser humor. That's what makes
Yeah.
the game.
Mm-hmm.
Bowser's so funny in the games.
Yeah, Bowser be having me trip in Thousand Year Door, especially Super Paper Mario. It's like the characters, they are... Kirsty, she have a little bit of spunk, but I need more characters. We had Goombella, and Lady Bow. Come on. We had so many characters, each with their own attitudes. Miss Mouse and Goombella versus. Yes, I mean versus. It's so iconic that you could piece quotes. If I actually quote something from a game, it'll easily be good for you to quote. As in, if I tell you a game, you can easily tell me a quote in the game. If I say Sticker Star, it's kind of like, it's like, do you remember iconic quote? No, not really.
Well,
For me, it's like it's nothing to even when you make a game, it has to be something that I don't know because they kill. Okay, I'm going to be rude. You suck, Nintendo. I'm sorry. Your games are not bad, but they are not catering to what your people want. You making games and more games and more games, and like each game you make, you have a plethora of dislikes on the videos. And I mean very dislikes. And people be like, you haven't even seen a game. I understand that, but that's not the point. That is not the point for majority of the people. They don't want a revamp of the game. They want... It's like you tossing something good and throw it in the garbage. It was good. You only had to build more on it. I don't know. They get me mad. I'm going to cuss. Somebody go. I'm going to cuss.
All right, yeah, I'll go. Oh my god, I keep going last, so everyone's saying everything that's on my mind already. But yeah, I pretty much agree with what everyone said. Like, you know, and I want to just add a couple things, like what I said earlier, like Bowser humor. Like, that was so much a part of the Paper Mario games. Like, the character development, how characters were. Everyone had, like, a specific personality. Now all we get is Toads. And, you know, I love Toad. But that's just it. I love Toad. I don't love freaking second Red Toad, Green Toad 3, or Purple Toad 5. Like, I don't care about these random Toads that have no personality other than, okay, one's brave, one's sad, one is so shy and scared and timid and doesn't have any courage at all. It's like all the Toads like pretty much have the same personality.
That's giving the game credit, to be honest. I don't even think any of the Toads had much personality unless they were kind of singled out.
The
If
thing
they were in a
is,
mob
They no,
mentality-
but they have personality, but it's the same personality trait.
Yes.
It's like
Oh,
multiple
yes,
Toads
yes.
will have the same personality trait. It's like there's no difference.
and then no
Almost
unique
all.
toad. Then no unique toads. It's not like you can even. You gotta say the toad from this area, the toad from that area, compared to like other games. You can actually give the character name, like Zesty and all the others.
Yes, like there was so much. Like the first Paper Mario game was really great with developing characters and things like that. And the Thousand Year Door improved on so much. Oh my god. Thousand Year Door is literally an example of a game that literally improved in pretty much every single way possible. I think, can we agree on that? Thousand Year Door improved on
Yes.
everything from the
Yes.
first game. Everything. And even with I'm gonna mention Super Paper Mario in this, even though it's not part of the question. Super Paper Mario, the way it's played is different, but the character development is the same. Bowser's still...
And the story
Goofy Bowser.
is popping.
Yeah, and the story is oh my god, the story Super Paper Mario has the best story ever, the best. But then we go on to Sticker Star. What can I name from Sticker Star? The Wiggler, okay. Kirsty, yeah. I can't think of anyone else. I really cannot. Oh, Bowser Jr.
There's that
Those-
really quick, the green toad in the woods. I love him so much.
Oh
where
my
he's
God.
looking out in the distance and he's saying like the most random stuff like I don't remember, but like he's just this like guru in the woods, or like this really wise green toad in the woods saying like these super out there things.
Okay, that's one green toad.
And
but
that's the
rest,
thing, it's one green toad. Yeah.
That's it. There's no more. Well, with Thousand Year Door in the first Paper Mario game, I can name so much. Oh my god. Thousand Year Door, Zesty, the Shadow Sirens. Oh my god. There
The
was
Bob
a bunch of,
Arms and Partially
the Bob
Heights.
Bombs. What are they called? The Piantas?
Yes.
Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Piantas, Francesca and Frankie. Oh my god, they were hilarious. There was just so much more. I can keep going on. In the first Paper Mario game, they had that freaking humongously fat shy guy.
I could stand him.
Aww.
Gourmet guy.
He's the best.
I
Blocking
love
the
him too,
damn
but, like,
way.
You see him blocking the path. Oh my god,
Yes.
he's big. He's huge.
And
Tasty.
Lackey Lester,
What?
who was it? Supposed to be Love or something?
Who?
Lackluster.
Lackluster and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
The partner's Bumette. She was a part of the bomb thing, and she was imprisoned by the Koopa brothers. There was so much stuff I can name. Hell, even the Koopa brothers. All the bosses had personality. When you go on Sticker Star, when you go up to the freaking Petey Piranha, what does he say? He makes some like weird noise. When you verse the blooper boss, what does he say? He just makes some weird noise. You don't see like actual like the bosses having personality and actually talking and saying things like the first two Paper Marios have it. It's just like what everyone's been saying. Sticker Star, and I like Sticker Star, so it's hard to put this down. But so far, what Color Splash is seeming like it's gonna be very much like Sticker Star, and Sticker Star had a lot of flaws. So maybe when the game comes out, Color Splash, maybe when it comes out, I could be completely wrong about all this. But so far, it looks like it's going to be missing the core of the Paper Mario series. What the first two Paper Mario games brought and just succeeded so well on. They hit every nail. Like the first two Paper Mario games just hit everything right. It's perfect. I'm saying perfect, but I really feel like I can't name anything Thousand Year Door has that is really bad. What, in one chapter you have to go back and forth. Yeah, that's annoying, kind of, but it's still not like a flaw. The games have very little flaws, if any. And I just really hope that Color Splash tries its best in some way, shape, and form to have something similar to the first two games. Because if it's gonna be just like Sticker Star, I feel like I'm gonna be very disappointed. And Nintendo's gonna get their point when people are not really buying it too much, or their videos are gonna be disliked to heck. I mean, you saw what happened in Federation Force. People were freaking making. People were. Okay. People were making. It's hard to keep going when that happens. People were making petitions to get the game canceled. That's not supposed to happen. Things like that are not supposed to happen. People are not supposed to make petitions to get games canceled. I mean, I'm sure that happens every so often, but that's not supposed to happen, like, and then, like, have the petition be signed by so many people about Metroid Prime Federation Force being canceled. Are you kidding me? That's not supposed to happen. But it happened, and a lot of people signed it. So, for Color Splash, I don't see why they're not getting the point that people are disliking it, people are not liking it so far. People want original
Right.
Paper Mario.
And
Yeah.
Because there's
I thought
nothing wrong
Nintendo
with it.
Already got the message when Sticker Star did not sell well, and who knows, that could have been because it's a portable game, but usually portable games sell more than console games. I most likely it was because of the bad reviews. It did not get the most stellar reviews, and I don't think to be honest, if I don't know how Federation Force is going to finish as, what's it going to look like, but from what I've seen, that petition was basically a mistake now. Like, I don't think the game should be canceled. If anything, we kind of wasted that message on that instead of using it for Color Splash. At least, like, make a petition like, Nintendo, please don't make Sticker Star 2. Like, we don't like this formula, and people don't want to buy it. And their main market might not even buy it anyway. Like, even if they, even if they're thinking, like, oh, the main market was okay with Sticker Star, that's who's gonna buy it. This is just a few unruly fans of the Mario series, and I don't know if that's true or not, but I've seen mostly vocal outcry against this game instead of for the game, and that's sad considering it's Paper Mario, which is a well-respected series of Nintendo's, in my opinion.
Yes.
And the way they disrespected with that damn announcement.
I know. It's like when I don't feel like it's too early to judge, honestly, because it's like I'm looking at the game, I don't see partners. What that freaking paint bucket? What's his name? Paint bucket. What's his name? What is his name gonna be? Buckety, Painty, Brushy, Soul? I mean, what is his name gonna be?
That's if it was a trash can, not a paint bucket. I know they look
Oh,
similar.
True.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Like, what is his name gonna be? Like, I can't take this non-character development, just overall lacking. I mean, honestly, that paint bucket looks like he's just gonna be just like, if it even is a boy, I feel like it's just gonna be just like Kirsty. And that's it. Like, I want an actual partner. I want actual partners. I want badges. I want character development. I want something else. I don't want this Paper Mario games. I don't like how these Paper Mario games are being. Because honestly, I don't feel like calling them Paper Mario games. Because they're not Paper Mario games. They're like different. I don't know how to describe it, but it just feels so different that it doesn't feel like that. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next question. Because we talked about this a lot. Fair enough. Okay, Arlo mentioned that while Super Paper Mario wasn't so much a Paper Mario game, it was still a welcome addition and worked in its own right. Do you agree with this, or do you think it's more on the Sticker Star side? Soul.
I think Super Paper Mario is... I know it's kind of a scapegoat to almost not answer the question, but I think Paper Mario, or Super Paper Mario, I can't say that, is a game in its own right. It fits well into the Paper Mario series of what was previously established with Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. But it's obviously completely different, in which it pretty much focuses only on platforming, and there's battle, of course, but it focuses very much on platforming, and there's not any 3D environments unless you flip into 3D with Mario. However, it introduced something really unique with the partner system was almost replaced with, well, of course, the pixels could be used as roundabout partners. I liked that there were alternate characters to play with, and you could, there wasn't much to do, but you could play around with your strategy of going around, or of going around the world, and depending on which enemy you would use, or which character you would use, you could use a specific pixel. Like, you could use Bowser, who was the strongest character, and then you could use the character Carry, or the pixel Carry, to step on spiked enemies. And then you could deal massive damage with that. That was just something that I picked up on playing it, and I had a little bit of fun making my own strategy as I went through it, which is something we've all done with Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door and Paper Mario 64, but I did not do that in Sticker Star because there wasn't much I could do. It was pretty much hit him with all I have. There wasn't much strategy to it.
Dark Boo.
I'm contemplating on his answer because
That's fascinating.
Okay.
no, well,
Super
excuse me.
Zambezi.
I was still
so
not
you're
that because
asking
I'm
if
trying
Super
to
Paper
think.
Mario
Quick.
is more like the originals or Sticker Star, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I would definitely say they're more like the originals, and this all goes back to how you define the series, which is what we just talked about. And honestly, all this color splash nonsense that's been going on, and the Sticker Star nonsense that's been going on for years, really makes me think about like what does it mean to be a Paper Mario game? And yeah, thanks to this new announcement, I finally figured that out. The characters, the heart, the charm, the story. That's what makes Paper Mario for me. And Super Paper Mario had all of that. So I definitely align it with the original too. And like I think like, oh, well, so do I not consider Sticker Star a Paper Mario game? Yeah, I do, but it's definitely different. It's not like Mario Party 9 and 10 and Island Tour. I don't not consider those Mario Party games. Those are definitely Mario Party games, but they're very different. Sticker Star is in the same vein. But for the original question, yes, Super Paper Mario, more like the originals. Original 2. Mm-hmm.
All right, Dark Boo.
It's so funny because my mic was muted. So let's just say it's funny because I said I was contemplating on an answer. Then as Z answered, I kind of responded to my although he didn't hear me. It like basically it was shade of an answer, but it worked. I thought I was contemplating on his answer, and I don't know. I don't know because I want to say yes. Did I want to say no? That's the problem. I want to say yes, but I didn't. When I say yes, it gives. You know why? You know, I don't. You know why? I don't like. I don't like it. I don't.
You don't like the gameplay?
No.
Question mark. Okay.
Question mark? What you mean question mark? Azzy, are you trying to shade me?
No, I'm trying to
Oh
get
my
information out
goodness.
of you.
Let's
I'm trying to
just
help
say-
you figure this out.
As he was,
Let me just say, Super Paper Mario. Here was the thing. For me, the story kind of beat everything. I'm gonna snatch her soon. I am, but the story kind of made that game the game because when I tell you, no, it's the story. I love the story, although it's really not. I don't want to say it's not like Paper Mario, like the other Paper Mario, but I did want to say it is. The thing is, it's not a big disparity compared to like Sticker Star. It's not, that's if you get what I mean. Like there are obvious differences, but it's not drastic like Sticker Star, where you'd be like, "Oh well, Paper Mario had this. Sticker Star didn't have this, and so on." And let's go, and the list goes on. I like Super Paper Mario, although I did not like the 3D aspect of it. Because it was annoying and they hid everything in 3D. And 3D was time.
Yes.
But I just, it's the story that gets me. The story really hits me. A world that is doomed.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with everything Boo said. Honestly, with Super Paper Mario, the 3D, I completely forgot about the 3D thing. So thank you for reminding me. Now I just realized that okay, yeah, Super Paper Mario annoyed me. You had to use what's the little butterfly called? Tippy. How do you say it?
Correct.
Tippy. Okay. You had to keep getting the Wiimote out and point at the screen to make her what's it called? Sometimes things were hidden, so you have to use her power to make it visible again. And that was so annoying, and the 3D aspect was so annoying, and then switching between characters was so annoying, and switching between pixels was so annoying, which is weird for me to say that because honestly, switching between pixels is just like switching between partners. But I don't know. To me, for some reason, it was annoying. I really don't know why. Maybe because the pixels didn't really have that much personality.
Or maybe
they had a little bit.
Or maybe you had. I was gonna say, or maybe you have to switch after you switch your pixel. You gotta switch back to Tippy. Like you have a main pixel, and the other pixels are like, I use it when I'm in this area, but otherwise I gotta use Tippy.
Wait, I know exactly what you mean. What I mean now. For Super Paper Mario, the fights are pretty much like, straight on. Like it's not RPG based. It's like straight on, just a fight. Bam, that's what it is. And you have to switch pixels, and sometimes during the fight. I think that's what I mean is annoying, because sometimes you have to just literally get this one out, and then after, like, when the opponent is like vulnerable or whatever, then you switch to someone else. That is what was so annoying. But like Boo said, the story is so good. I think even it's kind of hard for me to say this, but it triumphs over Dowsing Your Door, because the Super Paper Mario story was so impactful. It was just it's great. It is amazing. I was honestly surprised to find out that a lot of people didn't care about the story. I'm like, that's what makes the game. Are you kidding? But I guess people just have their opinions, and that's what it is. But I would say Super Paper Mario is more on the side of the first two Paper Mario games, just because of the story, and just because the characters actually still had their humor and things like that.
Especially
they
Bowser.
still had that. Yeah, Bowser especially. Bowser always making sarcastic, stupid comments, and I love those stupid comments. They always make me laugh. Doesn't matter. It always makes me laugh. So it's more on the side of the first two Paper Mario games. Sticker Star, they removed the story, and then okay, yeah. Let's move on to the next question. Okay. Nintendo lists Paper Mario Sticker Star as an adventure role-playing. Do you agree? Why or why not? We'll start with Soul.
Adventure? Role-playing? What role did I play? I didn't go on an adventure much. I didn't feel like I was progressing because there were no level-up systems. I just felt like I was walking through worlds that slightly got more difficult as I went by. I didn't really have any feeling of adventure playing that game. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say I was completely bored, but I definitely was not like, wow, this game is great, as I was going through parts of it. So I did not feel any adventure. And when I think role-playing, I usually think of multiple characters or multiple ways of playing. And Paper Mario Sticker Star certainly did not have that. There was no difference of play styles. Pretty much every time you went through, you'd have to do the same thing. So no, I do not agree with that. And the fact that they're even trying to cling on to the idea of being a role-playing game makes me sad.
They had some mother effing nerve to call it a role playing. Mm-hmm. They trying to be slick. They trying to be slick and use the little bit of Zelda, the genre of Zelda, and try to implement it in here. You ain't slick. You hear me? You're not slick. What role playing? How dare you disgrace the name role playing? Like, come on. If you really want to get bad, Undertale has more role playing than this, which is ridiculous. And it kills me because they're trying to push this. They're trying to change Paper Mario into something. It was never bad. You only needed to fix it. Every time we tell you to fix something, you end up screwing up on one thing. You did with the Mario parties. We tell you to fix one thing. We told you to fix the board maps. We told you the minigames were powerful. You still insisted on changing the minigames. They were good, but you insisted on oversimplifying, which was not meant to be touched. Every time we ask you to do that, you always give us the most. Nothing was wrong with the Paper Marios. You came out with Sticker Star. That was that should have been your test in the waters. Like Mario Party 9 should have been your test in the waters. Did you still come up with the same dubious BS? Just like you did with Dream Team and Paper Jam. It's a good game, but you learn, and then you still make this stupid ass mistake. So I'm like, no, I don't know. That genre, no. You would never. That genre, you're playing yourself. You trying to hold on to something, yet change the whole formula around. That formula is still not Formula X, by the way, if you want to know. It changed letters. And I don't mean X or 1 either. It's not the same X. It's a different formula. They got some damn nerve. Tell me what they said about that genre. What was that genre again?
Adventure role-playing.
Has some damn nerve. How dare you?
Adventure, boo. Did you not feel or see adventure in Paper Mario Sticker Star? Enticement, exhilaration.
I played Super Mario 64 if I wanted that. That's some damn nerve.
Play Mario Teaches Typing for some adventure.
I have some nerve. They are trying it. Nintendo, you are trying it because I don't know what's going on with this year. I don't know what you're doing, but you need to fix it. I'm telling you now, you need to fix it. You need to start listening. Instead of banning and copyrighting everything on YouTube, you need to be listening to some of your fan base. Ooh, they get me hot. I'm hot. I'm hot. They get me hot. But I'm done because I'm gonna lay loose if I continue.
Rest in peace, Paper Mario.
SC, go.
Action or adventure role playing. Yeah, if there were a wider host of characters, then I'd be more inclined to think it was a role playing game. But there are not. You are just Mario. And you don't have partners and all that. What's up?
You just want to say they're reaching a bit too far for it, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're going to change the formula this much, then just call it what it is. Don't try to sneak this role-playing thing in there. I mean, yeah, I don't really have much else to say. You guys kind of covered everything, so yeah.
Paper Mario Sticker Star is not a role-playing game. I don't want to hear that nonsense. This game is different in pretty much every way, except for the fact that Paper Mario is there. And except for the fact that Peach, Bowser, all those other people who are paper are there. That's pretty much the only thing that connects this to the rest of the series. And almost every way, shape, and form, this game is different. It has a new sticker system. It has what else does it have? It has I guess maybe for turn-based battles, I guess you can kind of call that RPG, but there's no experience points. All right, and I think what a lot of people forget is the reason why you battle is to get coins. You battle a lot because you get a lot of coins at the end. That's the point of battling, to get coins at the end. And that's useful if you want to get a 100% playthrough, like you want to get all the things. I think that's literally what they're called, right? Things?
Yeah. That
you can turn into stickers and things like that. Yeah, giant stickers.
It makes it sound so vague. You're like, you get all the things.
Yeah, literally things.
Sorry,
that's what they're called.
Wasn't...
Yeah, but
yeah, I know.
That's pretty much it. There's not really much, I guess, that this would be defined as an RPG. Like, compare this to the first two Paper Mario games. You tell me which one's more of an RPG. Thank you. All right, let's move on to the next.
Dang.
And I think this might... Yeah, I'm really cutthroat with this. I think this is going to be the final question, but we'll see. How do you feel about the general progression towards more simple and bare bones games that Nintendo has been slipping into with Mario? This is a really potent question. So, Sol, you start us off.
Rest in peace, Paper Mario, but what game series do we next have to bury is the question. We already kind of like, F-Zero pretty much has everything but, like, its head in the grave. So, these simple, like, certain series have become more and more simple. But I wouldn't say all series have. For instance, look at the Pikmin series, which Pikmin 3 has really revitalized the series. Or, even though it's sort of changing, I actually am liking what they're doing with The Legend of Zelda. It's making me at least more interested in it. I'm still not, in love with the series, but I've been more interested in it, especially with Link Between Worlds. That game was fun. Didn't finish it, but whatever. And how they're revisiting classics, like, even though Twilight Princess HD I haven't looked into and I won't be playing it, but I played Wind Waker HD because I liked the Wind Waker, and it was fun, and I'm fine with that. But the simplicity that they're doing with stuff like Mario just makes me feel sad, because it's sort of like, I feel like the older series they're trying to make more approachable by making the games more simple. So Paper Mario, they're like, well, most people haven't been playing Paper Mario. Last time we had it was like 2007. Let's make a super simple version that would have younger people get more welcome into the series, and that would be Sticker Star. Fine, if that was the reason why they made such a simple game, whatever. But they're accustomed to it now. We do not need Color Splash. I'm sorry that I can't name another example, but I know there are other examples, and it drives me mad. I don't like the idea of I am very welcome to change. I've been trying to get more into it overall, but it has to be good change. I want it to look good. I don't want to waste my money on something. That's why I was super hesitant on buying Pokemon Tournament, which I didn't even buy. My little brother bought it, and then like, hey, I'm gonna play some of it, but I'm not gonna like take charge. If you want to play it, play it. And that game is good. I actually very much am into it. It's really difficult, and it has a really, really high, I think the term is learning curve. It's super hard to get a handle on. But I'm very much enjoying that game. And that has welcome change, even though it's not really a Pokemon game, it's a Pokemon spin-off. But whatever. Change is good, but you have to focus on the right stuff of change. If you're going to make it lame and boring, who wants it? That's my piece.
Dark Boo.
You know I hate simplicity of games. Let me use Skyward Sword for example. They simplified to whereas first of all, you start out with 6 hearts. Secondly, every time you go somewhere, Fight always tells you what to do to the littlest, simplest, teeny, weeny, peeny terms. And I mean that with validity. She tells you, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that, done. Literally. Detail step by step by step. Then when you get it wrong a certain number of times, she cuts you off and then gives you like the general, oh, you have to do this in order to do it. Whew. I don't like Mario Party 10. They try to simplify everything. They simplify it to the point that it is vague. Some mini games you have no clue how to play. Some mini games you don't even know the extensive controls of the game. They want to cater to these babies. Okay, let me be nice. Because I might lay some ham and cheese on them, and let me be nice. You know what? Forget it. Some of them can't even read. I'm not even going to be nice.
Oh!
Some of them can't even read.
Dumb babies.
They get on my nerves. I don't like how they simplify everything. Some things are not meant to be simplified. Like, damn, these kids got it easy in 2016. I'm like, my God, they don't even have to use their medulla oblongata no more. Because everything is detailed for them. Even these games are detailed for them. Like, no, we need you to sit there and think. You need to start thinking. That's why you repeat first grade over. Come on.
Oh, my God.
And Nintendo, the fact that you keep on making these simple games. Stop simplifying every damn thing. It kills me. They want to simplify. You want to simplify to the point it's going to be boring. It's going to be non-replayable. I'm like, come on. They better not simplify this Paper Mario as well. Like, damn, how far can we have to go? And now, if you really compare this game to whatever, it looks like a coloring book.
True.
Oh my goodness. Those things are not me. Sometimes you cannot simplify the problem because it is abstract from the get-go. We learned that in math. Sometimes the question just going to be hard. There's no way you can simplify it. You just gotta be able to understand it. And like I said, these kids have it easy in these games. Back then with the NES, we had some hard games. Castlevania. We had all these other hard games. Whereas it took you days to figure out what the hell to do. Mega Man was just tedious and ridiculous. But still, we had some games where it required us to sit down and think. Rather than, the game gonna guide me. Like, the game can guide you, but don't be like, I'm walking, I get to the fork in the road. Turn left. Like a GPS. I don't need a GPS. They know I hate baby things. Oh my God. My head hurt. But I'm done because I'm gonna lay loose on the kids if I continue.
Wow. Woo, that was a good rant. SZ.
I would say that Nintendo has two approaches to some of the games that they're making now. They either simplify it or they try a new direction. So with Mario Party, I wouldn't say they simplify Mario Party. I say they tried a new direction. For the 3D Mario games, I would say they simplified those. And with something like Paper Mario, I say they did both. They simplified it and changed the direction. And some of those work and some of those don't. So like with Mario Party, they tried a different direction. It works, but it doesn't. And the problem I see is that they tried it and they're continuing it. I guess they see something in it, whereas a lot of other people don't. With the 3D Marios, they simplified it. In my opinion, they actually made it better. Like if you look at Galaxy 1 and 2, you have the hub world in Galaxy 1, the Comet Observatory, and then just the Starship Mario in 2. And I think they did such a better job with the other one. The other one's so limited. It's so simple. And that's what makes it so great, because it works with that game. With Paper Mario, it doesn't work that great. It's supposed to be grand and big and full of details. So simplifying something like that doesn't make sense. So I guess it's just they can try these things, but I wish they could see the problems and then not repeat them again, which looks to be the case with Color Splash. So, yeah. Oh, and I also want to mention Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, because they're simplifying things there, and that's also a series you do not want to simplify, because that's what it's known for. It's kind of known for the crazy, wacky nonsense. So, yeah.
You know what I hate about some of these games?
What?
Let's say the game has 10 levels. Okay. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Is when you get to level 6, no, when you get to level 8, 9, and 10, why does it feel like those are 10 times easier than level 3, 4, and 5?
I hate when that happens.
That's one thing I find in some of these games, that the later on levels, there are always those selected few that are beyond easier than the ones before it.
Exactly. Sorry, that I don't like when difficulty fluctuates to an extreme measure. That just drives me insane.
Wait, do we have any examples? Because I can't think. Like, I'm sure it exists, but like, what are we talking about here?
See, I can't think of games off the top of my head. I'll have to list them, but there are several games, especially the newer games, that either that happens or literally all of the levels, the difficulty trend. Let me be mathematical. It's linear. Some games it's exponential, like when you get to level 10 it's ridiculous, but these games are linear to whereas when you get to level 10 it's kind of like, that's not hard, and you finish the game.
What game exactly?
I can't think of a game on top of my head, but there are several. I can't think of it on top of my head because I will actually have to sit there and prepare a list. But
okay,
but it's like, I don't know, they cater to, I think the gaming industries, they cater to not, even mature games, they feel like they cater to, no, I don't want to say that, because there's some games where mature, really mature, and yet these kids to be getting them, because their parents are stupid, but I ain't gonna talk about that.
Alright, I'll just say what I have to say quickly. Pretty much how I feel is, Nintendo has definitely been making things more simple lately, and I can understand it to a degree, because, you know, with some games, you know, you want it to be as inclusive as possible. You want more people to buy it. You want young people, older people, everyone to buy it. You know, boys, girls, you know, everyone. You want everyone to buy these games. So I get that making it simpler will appeal to a broader audience, but I feel like sometimes in some games, like, that, it just doesn't work. Like, let me give you an example. Sticker Star. Making it so, Sticker Star honestly is a very simple game. If you say that you've lost or you're having trouble like beating a boss or something like that, I'm gonna look at you like, because honestly, Sticker Star is. Hey, Sticker Star has where you can get like a thing that will, like a sticker, like, okay, for the blooper thing. What is it, Gooper Blooper or something like that? You just get a sponge, you know, the same thing we use to, you know, clean Soul's dirtiness off his trash can.
Well, you know, but as much as you can, it's not possible to fully do.
Yeah, sometimes we gotta use like 10 sponges. Oh my god, we go through like a whole thing of sponges. But pretty much use a sponge, and pretty much the Gooper Blooper is like, it blocks the ink shot and makes the Gooper Blooper blinded for a couple turns, making it a lot easier to beat and makes you be able to do more damage. But it's like, here's my thing. For that's so easy. If you just get a thing, it's easy. Bam. It's easy. I mean, yes, I guess you can say that they don't make it explicitly clear that you need to get this item to do this, but it's still a thing that will make the boss so much easier. For the other Paper Mario games, you gotta actually plan out your strategy. You gotta
Which I like.
Yeah, especially with Thousand Year Door with the partners. The bosses are hard. You gotta plan out your strategy. Some partners are more effective against certain bosses, and some, just don't do as well. And you gotta just plan it out and see how it is. But for some of these games, like Sticker Star, it's not really apparent. Like, it's very easy. You just gotta get the thing, bam, they're easy to beat. It's simple, not much of a problem at all. And I can understand what Boo means, like, for Mario Party 10 and things like that. Like, everything has just been so simplified lately, and we just don't want that happening to the Paper Mario series. So, honestly, I'm going to check Color Splash out when it comes out, and, if I enjoy it or whatever, I might enjoy it. Who knows? I may be saying all this stuff now, and then when it comes out, I'll be like, the game's okay. I like it. But still, I want my classic Paper Mario back. I want my partners. I want my story. I want my badges. I want all that stuff. I don't want none of these I don't want these paper toads. I'm telling you, from Paper Jam, I'm sick of paper toads. I've had enough. I'm paper toaded out. I said this before, I think. I can't deal with more paper toads. I cannot. When I see paper toad, I literally roll my eyes. Because I'm like, oh my god, here comes another paper toad. Oh, which one is this one? Oh, is this the brave one? Oh, is this the shy one? Oh, is this the one that's scared all the time? Like, I just can't deal with it anymore. I cannot deal with these paper toads. Oh, is that the smart paper toad? It's ridiculous.
Just imagine if you have to go to a paper toad to give him something so he can get something to progress in the game.
Oh my god, that would be so ridiculous. Ugh, please. I want something other than paper toads, please. I need a break from paper toads. Okay. You want to?
Can we do like a quit? Just because we were kind of harsh on, and like for good reason, on the Color Splash game. Why don't we do like a lightning round of like one or two things that we actually like that we see? Is that even possible?
Of
I'm
Color
trying
Splash?
to think. That's why I said that.
Color Splash.
Of Color Splash. Okay, I'll say my two.
Okay, go ahead.
It looks great. They've clearly mastered the paper aesthetic, even though I kind of like the look of Thousand Year Door more.
Thousand Year Door.
And I like the idea of the multiple paint things, having your attacks be, sometimes half red and half yellow, so it'd be an orange attack or whatever that thing is with the paint things in the top left corner we see in the trailer. That looked interesting.
People will finally learn their primary colors.
Which
okay.
I'll talk about that in a second. Sorry.
All I was gonna say is that I just one thing I like about it is this thing like this game looks like it's gonna be very colorful and lots of colors on the screen, lots of vibrant colors. That's a good thing, and I do agree with they did master the paper aesthetic. They done such a good job with that. That's something that I can definitely 100% agree with. They definitely mastered the paper thing. Great.
I will say I agree with all that, and I'm really excited for like the paint thing. I want to see more of it. I want to see how that actually works in the gameplay and in the overworld. The second thing is I really like the world map, what I saw. I think that'll be very interesting to explore this world. They just look like cool places to check out. So, yes, that is me.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey, SC.
Mm-hmm.
SC. Do you like the paint bucket?
I'm worried. Should I answer this? Yes, I do.
Okay. When I first saw the paint bucket, I laughed. Not in a bad way, but just I was like, what?
I know it's pretty ridiculous, but
Do I tell you what I like?
Go ahead.
Besides the graphics,
oh yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I say at least the game exists.
Hooray! Paper Mario is back.
And yeah, I don't know. You know what? I'll give an answer. It's bland. That's your answer. It's bland.
Okay.
All right, so that's pretty much our main discussion for Paper Mario series. I mean, Paper Mario, is it dead? Most likely, but we'll just have to wait and see when the game comes out. Because, like I said, we might feel positive about it. But I think one thing that we all can agree on is that we missed the old mechanics from the first 2 games. And those games were great. So we kind of want to see something like that in the future. But we don't, for at least as clearly as it can be, it seems like we're not going to be getting it for this game. But, whatever. All right, so let's move on to news and community. Yes, news around Mario Party Legacy, and news in the gaming world. Hello. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna talk about, I might even pronounce it wrong. So please, if I pronounce it wrong, correct me immediately. Miitomo. Is that how you say it?
No, it's Miitomo.
Shut up, Izzy.
Okay, yeah, it's Miitomo.
Essie, shut your mouth. Okay.
Wait,
Essie,
how does it pronounce?
It's
Miitomo. Essie.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Mitsubishi.
Oh, there you go.
I don't even know. Okay, what is? Can someone explain to me what exactly Miitomo is?
I would explain if I knew what it was too.
Nobody knows what it is.
We don't know what it is.
It's like Street Pass with phones. I don't know.
I don't know how the connectivity works, but I know it's kind of similar in style to Tomodachi Life, but you're not. Your main thing is to just talk to other people. I don't know how you connect with those people. I guess they're just random interactions. I don't know. You ask questions. You do blah 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 blah, and there are some mini games, and you earn coins, and you get outfits, and it's supposed to be something simple and small. I mean, it is free, so whenever it comes out, like, don't hesitate, get it. But
so I can get it and just basically talk bad about Soul, so that's gonna be really good.
Well, I mean, it won't just be you. That's why Miitomo was created, to spread.
Oh, so everyone could talk bad about Soul.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, when
Listen
does it come out?
here, you bubblegum dum-dum. I'm not dealing with this today, okay? I don't use Miitomo. I don't got data, so I do not care.
Oh please, you're gonna use it when it comes
Oh,
out.
please, indeed.
Oh please. Okay, so when does it come out? Does anyone know?
It already came out in Japan 2 days ago, but it's supposed to come out sometime this month for us. For everyone else, actually.
Okay. All right, so let's move on. Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. It came out yesterday, this Friday. So that's March 18th. So yeah, it's already out on the 3DS, so why don't you go pick it up if you like that. Does anyone here care about the Mario and Sonic games?
No.
I care about this one thing that I have to show everyone about it. Alright, so Mario and the whatever it's called, Rio, who cares, it's disgusting, games, has been a series for a long time.
Yes.
And over the oh my gosh, where is it? I have to show this artwork. I know
okay,
it's
well, the people listening can't see it. So.
Okay, whatever. Oh, you'll see it once. You'll know what I'm talking about because you can search it up. But if it loads, basically, it's supposed to take place in somewhat of the real world. I know that sounds already a stretch, but it's kind of set in the real world, and it's kind of not. And I need.
Do we get a level based on your garbage dump?
Shh. Okay, there's a piece of artwork that I have to show everyone. I will show it to them in a second, but Star, you continue on with it.
Okay, yeah, but does anyone here care about Olympic Games? Pretty much, I have now. I have the 2012 game. What is it? London, in London, I think.
Yes,
I don't know.
I think so.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Is that 2010?
No. What is it? Okay, what was 2012?
Vancouver.
2012
was
is
something.
London, right?
Wait.
I thought it was the London game.
Yes.
I didn't even know what you're
The
talking
16
about.
is these are the summer games, so 14 is winter. Okay. 2010 is winter as well. So 12 was summer.
I said 2012.
Yeah, then you're
It's
right.
the London
up.
2012.
You're right.
I was right, London, because I needed to get that because I have some English in me, so I needed to get London. But yeah, I never really cared too much about the Olympic Games. So honestly, I'm just kind of I don't really care about this. I'm definitely not gonna waste my already little money that I have. I'm not gonna waste it on this because I know I'm not gonna play it. Boo, are you gonna get it? wait, no, it's for the 3DS. I'm sorry. Toadette.
Oh my gosh.
Toadette, shut up.
I found the piece of artwork, by the way.
Okay, say it quickly.
And it's a horse. It's Bowser Jr. riding this horse, and it looks so weird because it looks like it's supposed to be realistic, and it makes me laugh so much.
That horse looks like Soul.
Shut up. Okay, I literally keep sending this picture to my friend, and it's just like guys, can't wait to go horseback riding, and they have no idea what I'm talking about. It looks like a Polly Pocket toy.
It kind of does. I see what you mean now.
See, before the podcast, Soul thought this was Donkey Kong, but we had to correct him. This is actually a horse.
Oh no!
Are you looking at it? It's horseshoes as Z. Have you branched out from human feet?
Oh,
unbelievable!
Yes!
Read.
True D.
To answer the previous question, Mario and Sonic, the only reason I get excited for these is because they have awesome remixes. That people upload later, and that's the only reason why I like the series.
Yeah,
Rainbow
we
Road
actually had Rainbow Road as our theme for I think 100 to 150. I
chose that. That was my theme, by the way.
Yes, good job choosing. Because I love Mario Kart Wii's Rainbow Road, and they did a good remix on it. So yes. All right, moving on. Toadette is now available in Super Mario Maker, and I don't mean the person on the podcast. I mean actual Toadette.
Well, they're the same person, so
Yeah, same thing. So Toadette's available on Super Mario Maker now. I think you have to just complete a challenge or something like that, and then you will unlock her as a costume Mario thing. So yeah, she's been available since yesterday, Friday.
Yes.
March 18th. So yeah, go get her. And now for my articles, SpiderStaryu's top 5 Mario Party 3 item list, article, thing, creature, whatever. I don't even know why I said creature, but yeah, I basically made an article with Essie's assistance. I pretty much made an article about my top 5 items from Mario Party 3, and I think my list was pretty decent. I would go over it, but then you would have no reason to read it, so I'm not gonna do that. If you're watching us on YouTube or you're listening through the Lost Levels website, I will include a link. And if you want to just search for it, what you can do, you can go on Google and search up SpiderStaryu top 5 Mario Party 3 item list. Or, yeah, if you do that, it pops up. Yeah, so just put in top 5 items, put in SpiderStaryu, and then it should pop up. It's on Mario Party Legacy, so yeah. Go read that. My list is really bodacious. It's juicy, it's ostentatious, it's potent. It's just everything that you would expect from me. So you should go check it out. It also, if you want to play Mario Party 3 with your friends or something, it could help you out. It could give you a good strategy.
Yeah.
So
Actually, there are a lot of good
Go
tips
look
in
at
there.
it.
Go check it out.
Always read everything SpiderStaryu has, because SpiderStaryu is just gifted.
And you won't become a person.
I will say that I agree with all the items on that list. I don't know if I agree with the order. I still think the reverse mushroom is the deadliest.
I love the reverse mushroom. I think that's such a cool addition.
It's in top. Okay, well they can look at it to figure it out. Is there any other news that I maybe have missed? Is there anything else we want to mention before we move on?
No.
Just one more thing that on Mario Party Legacy we have an article that went up about the future of MPL. Basically, a series of polls and questions that we'd like everyone to answer, so we can get an idea of what you want from MPL for the future, and that includes the podcast. We have some questions there about what kind of episodes you like to listen to. What do you listen to? Well, why do you listen to the podcast the most? Is it for the topics, for the hosts, for humor, things like this? So definitely go and check that out if you get the chance. That would really, really help us.
Yes, it would. Okay, so now let's move on to what have you been doing. So we have been doing so much stuff this week. I think probably not. Let's see. So you start us off.
I hate SuperZambezi.
Oh, that was a very nice thing to say. I'm sure SC really appreciates that comment.
First of all, I mentioned earlier Pokken Tournament, I think, probably somewhere. Pokken Tournament, it's a thing. I enjoy it, and the character I use is a character that no one uses, I think. And it's Chandelure, because Chandelure is really cool. Chandelure is probably the best Pokemon for field attacks. It has a lot of coverage for it, but since a lot of the Pokemon are really good at throwing you into duel, dual phase, it's really hard. SuperZambezi decides to step on my turf, and he's a Chandelure user as well. And he is not welcome here. He can go take Blaziken like everybody else is using. I want really Chandelure. True? I'm also a really big fan of Braixen, who I haven't gotten to, like, I haven't trained enough with to my satisfaction, and Weavile, who is extremely easy and good. Like, really easy to use and very good at what they do, because it's one of 2 speed characters next to Pikachu Libre, who's also pretty annoying, but I like
Pikachu
Weavile
Libre.
Yeah, I still think it should have been Halucha, but whatever.
Yeah, that would have been a great pick.
Also, I have no idea how to use Gardevoir. Gardevoir is the most confusing character. It has this charge move, which is Calm Mind, but like it's so easy to get hit with when you're using it. And then if you use Calm Mind a lot, Stored Power, which is its forward A or up A or whatever, that is like super powerful the more times you do it. But it's like, oh my gosh. And then it's a good aerial fighter apparently, but I am not good with aerial attacks at all. So, except for with Chandelure, ironically enough. Braixen has some good ones too, but I don't like it. But yeah, Pokemon Tournament is very fun. Also, I think since the last podcast, I have not played, or I finished Fire Emblem Conquest. Because I wasn't here last week. Yeah, I finished Fire Emblem Conquest. Really fun. I named my first character in Birthright Hayden, and I named this one Briar. And right now I've started Birthright, but I have not... Revelations, but I haven't really gotten that far into it. But Revelations, I do not suggest playing unless you've played both versions, because I was like, oh my gosh.
Story kind of things.
A lot of new things you learn that makes sense when you played both games. Because if you play one game, it doesn't give you all the information on... Well, Azura, basically, but there's more, too. And then vice versa. So, Revelations explains both of them, and it's really good, and that's all I had to say. Hooray.
SC, you're next.
Okay, quick question for Sol, though. Did you like Birthright or Conquest better?
Birthright, because Conquest is a little bit too hard for my taste.
Ooh.
I had to go to Phoenix mode towards the last chapters, and I know that's cheating, but I was so annoyed. I'm like, dying, and there's no way to train them up, so it's kind of like you're stuck.
Okay. Yeah, for Fire Emblem, this is how I did it with Awakening too. I'm going really slow. I'm only finished with chapter 10 in Birthright, so yeah, I don't know if this is a spoiler. Minor spoilers if you're playing Fire Emblem. I had Korra and Azura. I got them married, and I got the kid.
Ew, gross.
I really, really hate how they explain children in this game. They just...
my brother hates it too. I'm not so much bothered by it.
It's so dumb. It's so...
Well, I mean, to be honest, I'm like, I was always
There's
wondering...
no other way, I know.
What are they going to do? Yeah, I was like, what are they going to do for children? Are they going to do the time travel thing again? Like, really? I'm okay with this one. And in fact, it brings up a lot of cool story, like, for each of the characters. So I like the Deep Realm excuse, if you want to call it an excuse.
I mean, I've only done, what's her name, Kana, and I'm currently doing the other kid that you get with Korra.
Shigure. Shigure's...
the ship one, yeah.
That's Azura's yeah, that one's hard.
Yeah, actually... Well, whatever. That's for the Fire Emblem podcast. But yeah, I've been playing that a little bit, and for Pokken... I'm also Chandelure. And then the reason I picked Chandelure is because what an awesome Pokemon. I mean...
Same, I love Chandelure.
Like, just the fact that it's a chandelier Pokemon. Like, we got a key Pokemon.
Pokemon? Did you just say Pokemon?
Oh, yeah, that was in honor of Boo, so...
Did you know in air, you can press R when you're in air with Chandelure,
and then do the
it, like,
swinging
swings
thing? Yeah,
like a chandelier. That is the coolest thing ever. I love Chandelure, but I really do like Braixen and Weavile. I don't want to leave them out again.
I'm having trouble. I've played with Chandelure as much as possible. I'm like level 73, I think, with Chandelure. And for everyone else, it's like 0 because I don't play with them. I've played with them a little bit, and the ones I have trouble with, I've had trouble with Sceptile, just because he has a lot of attacks that you like plant them and then they attack. They're not immediate. I really want to try Gengar. That's how you say that, right? Gengar. Because
Gengar.
Weird.
he has a lot of attacks that are like he can do a lot from the distance and from behind, and that's just a really different strategy that I'm not familiar with. I actually lose a lot to him. I also like playing as Mewtwo. Mewtwo is actually a lot of fun. So first you have to unlock him first, but yeah, I would recommend this game as a multiplayer kind of game if you're looking for more something to add to Smash and Splatoon. I would add this to that. Like if we all got Pokken, like that would be a lot of fun actually. It's just
I would love to play against SZ and then beat him. I'm sorry, what?
probably like it's hard. Like I was doing the tutorial and it took me literally 30 minutes. It took me literally 30 minutes to do a one combo. To finish one combo. I mean, it was a really, really tough one, but it took me.
I can't do like huge combos. Like you went into the advanced tutorials. I asked my brother, and he's like, "You're gonna get overwhelmed so fast doing like super combos." So I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna." Even though I know I'm not gonna win like online with that too much with that strategy, I'm just gonna do how I want to. Like, this is too much for me to handle.
You can start thinking about combos once you know all the moves and you know why.
And there's a lot of moves.
Exactly. Like I still learned something. I'm like, oh,
yep.
I didn't know I could do that.
I was doing this move with Chandeler's standard weak attack on the field is just a whole bunch of little fireballs. I think it's like if you hold it after a little while, like Chandelure will just spin around, and I'm like, oh, okay, this just happened. I didn't mean for this to happen, but okay. Or overheat, which I found out by accident.
The red one, the red
the one where you and he burns out. Yeah, I just found that out, and it's such a good move.
Do you ever use the down A one where like that little green orb?
Hex. Oh, that is one of the most powerful attacks Chandelure has. It is so fun to use. Oh, I love that move.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, I recommend Pokken. It's actually a lot of fun. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Well, I'm sure you've been enjoying Fire Emblem, SC. All right, so now let's move on to me. What have I been doing? The quick answer to that is nothing.
Besides, all the feet observing. But yeah, continue.
Oh no, I say we're talking about me this time, not you. I know all you do is look at feet, but please calm down, all right? Please. There's no foot in your premises right now, so please calm down. Okay, so now I've been playing Smash Brothers a lot recently. I've been in a lot of tournaments, been kicking all sorts of butt, and been beaten a couple times, which of course I had to get on those people's cases and beat them in the next tournament and put them in their place and make them mad, and I love making people mad in Smash Brothers. But yeah, I've been playing Smash Brothers a lot. I've been practicing my characters, because a Smash Brothers update happened recently, which I'm surprised we didn't talk about during news. I don't know, but yeah, Smash Brothers update happened. A lot of characters were nerfed. Sheik was nerfed. Zero Suit Samus was nerfed. Corrin was nerfed. Thank God.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you, God.
yes, yes.
Yes, God.
Samus was buffed.
Samus was buffed, which is a very good thing. Samus needs to be buffed. I like a strong Samus. Corrin's counter being weaker makes me so happy.
Yes, God.
It's not completely weak, but it's just like it's harder to hit the counter now, and it's less knockback and less damage too. So thank God. Yes.
Thank you.
They nerfed his walking speed, running speed, air speed. They nerfed him in a lot of ways. So I'm so thankful to God for that,
Kirby buff.
I mean, and to Nintendo. Kirby buff. Bayonetta was nerfed a little bit. Some of it was increased. Some of it was nerfed a bit. Zelda was buffed.
I feel like she didn't need to be buffed.
Link was buffed a little bit, I think. Yeah, he was buffed a little bit in some ways. I think his dash attack is more easier to kill with now, so he has an easier time killing people with that. Mewtwo was buffed. Mewtwo weighs more, runs faster, and his up smash got nerfed a little bit, but everything else was increased. Palutena was buffed. Peach was, I don't know, I think nerfed a bit. I don't know. You could go check out the full list by just searching Smash Brothers 1.1.5 update, and some Smash boards will probably have it all up. But yeah, I've been playing Smash Brothers a lot recently, and I've been working on some stuff with PowerPoint and things of that nature. I wasn't here last week for the Twilight Princess podcast, which you should go listen to if you haven't, because I'm sure it was a really great podcast. 'Cause we had a guest on there, and Boo and Essie said they had a lot of fun, so you should go check that podcast out. And while you're at it, you should also check out the Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow podcast, which I hosted, and it was really juicy and bodacious. And we talked about Pokemon, which I'm still playing at the moment. I just recently caught an Articuno. Hey, Boo, I caught an Articuno.
Yes, and I joined the podcast.
Yes, and Boo was in that podcast too. So you should go definitely check those 2 podcasts out when you have time. They're already up, and they're juicy, and they're bodacious. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
Actually, I have one more thing to say from last week that I didn't get to mention. So, not too long ago, me and Boo were playing Smash Brothers, 1-on-1, I believe. And, oh, no, let me back up. Me, Boo, and Saul were playing Smash Brothers all together in a room. And...
Oh, I don't remember what happened, to be honest, but go ahead.
And, one of our listeners actually tried to join us.
Oh my gosh, SZ, why are you doing this?
Uh-oh.
This is good.
You're a terrible person. I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, okay, get out of here. I believe his name was Legit Gamer. He tried to join us, and I said yeah. Boo said yeah. And
I said no.
Denied him. He said no. And okay, I get it. Like
I was in the middle of something.
We were playing, and you don't just add random people sometimes. Like that makes sense. But then Legit Gamer messaged me. He's like, oh, I tried to join and I couldn't get in. And I was like, I'm sorry, it was Soul. That's just he's the one that said no. And he's like, Soul, that piece of trash. Yes,
he said
it's
that.
Carrying on.
Oh, shoot!
Continues.
Oh, thank you so much, Legit
I'm fine
Gamer.
with that.
So thank you
fine with
very
Thank you so much.
for that.
But one thing I want to say though is it's not rude all the time if someone just wants to play with people who they're more closer with. Like that's not shade per se. There's nothing wrong with that. But Soul is trash, so thank you so much for
I'm glad
pointing
you
out
noticed.
that.
Yeah,
So Boo, what have you been doing quickly?
Nothing. I'm on break, so really nothing. I'm very happy.
This is the first time in history Boo has done nothing on what have you been doing.
Yeah, I have. I'm on break, so it's a blessing. Yeah, it's really a blessing because I need the longest break ever. I play Smash a lot, and we got into confrontations that I can't discuss. A lot of confrontations.
Oh yeah, privacy, right?
Yeah, and I don't want to be executed. And I mean, really executed. Yes, somebody can kill me. Yes.
Oh my God! Well, please don't mention it. I don't want someone killing you. Oh my God! So we better end the podcast before that person does something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's get into our ending information. First and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for listening to us today. Thank you so much. So let's get to the ending information. You can subscribe to us, the Lost Levels Podcast, on iTunes. Make sure to leave us a rating and a review. It helps us grow and it helps us a lot. Yeah, just give us 5-star U's. 5-star U's, baby. Yes, 5-star U's. Give us 5 stars. You can find all our past episodes at our website, thelostlevels.mariopartylegacy.com, and our Mario news and community at mariopartylegacy.com. Follow the Lost Levels on all our social media. Twitter, at Lost Levels MPL. Facebook, facebook.com/thelostlevels. Tumblr, thelostlevelspodcast.tumblr.com. And our YouTube, youtube.com/user/thelostlevelsmpl. And hey, if you're listening to this on YouTube, give this video a big thumbs up. We appreciate all the likes and things of that nature. And yeah, let's get to my social media. I am SpiderStaryu everywhere, all over the place. I'm on the lamp. I'm just everywhere, literally everywhere. So be careful. I'm watching you somewhere. I'm on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Tumblr, Nintendo Network, and Google+. All of it is SpiderStaryu. If you want to contact me for maybe you want to play Smash Bros. With me, or maybe Mario Kart or Splatoon, something like that, feel free to contact my Facebook page or Nintendo Network. Facebook page is probably better because I'll definitely get the message no matter what. Just contact my Facebook page and I will get back to you so we can play games together. Because why not? And that's it.
Okay, for me, you can find me on Twitter, Nintendo Network, and YouTube, SuperZambezi. Nintendo Network, I'm actually posting a lot on there. So definitely go on there and follow, friend, whatever you want to do. I'm actually almost at my limit, so I'm going to have to clear some people out. But I really appreciate all the friend requests and all that. It makes me happy that you guys listen. So yeah.
Me, I am Hardly Milk on Tumblr, and then I am Compete on Miiverse, and that's all.
You know where you could get me to. Dark Boo. Oh God, I forgot. Dark Boo. Dark Boo. Dark Boo. Dark Boo. Get in the Dark Boo. You can find me. Trust me, you can find me. Just search Dark Boo. Search Ratchet Dark Boo or something.
Or you can do
Okay.
623-271-5049.
Actually, I think I still remember Boo's phone number. It's 516-974-3494.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, can I just say two things before I go? Okay, before we go, I mean, oh my God. Okay, two things. Number one. All right, my Nintendo Network. I'm also posting a lot on there. I'm still doing Pokemon, so check out all my Pokemon images. And there's gonna be another one of Soul soon. Don't you worry. And I just have a message for Soul. Okay, are you ready?
Oh,
Here we go.
no. Goodbye, everyone. That's in the podcast.
Yes, Donkey Kong cereal. And with that, that is the end of our podcast. Thank you so much for listening to us today, and we will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.